It's a bit of a tongue-twisting exercise, and I like to do it. It's a good old warm-up. Pub. Paralytic plasterers pointlessly pore over pint-sized politics. Two pocket-sized pink ladies, lycra-clad lovelies, longing for love from the loose-tongued, tightly toned torsos of labouring lads. Same again, darling, he satirically and scathingly separates sarcasm from sincerity, searching his pocket-sized pockets for pounds and pence to purchase time and titillating talks on tepid topics to tease the taste buds of this tantalising temptress. She stares slyly at the salty snacks beside the cider shelf, and no surprise, the sour scratchings are snatched and scoffed between sips and salted lips. Savoury sex for unsavoury hips. Hours on, hopes of heading home to his or hers are halted. Hurling her 6 sachets of sour scratchings and 7 ciders southwards, splashing several strangers as she slips sideways on her pelted puddle of puke. Paul participates in a quick queasy quagmire of desire driven by dread, despair and desperate drunken debauchery. Devoid of decorum, he drops Deb, denying Deb's descent, as he drops dead, metaphorically, from the scene. Thank you. Go a little bit serious now. Quite recently lost my mum, and a lot of my work has taken a bit of a comedy nosedive, really, and it's become a little bit more serious. This is one of those, obviously. It's called Ink. I cannot cry. Ink becomes tears, becomes the unforced rhythm, each stroke of the letters, a guiding touch. The grasp of the pen like the last gasp of air, the raised glass almost clear, the past a potted jar, pen on prescription, and the script is ascribed. The leaf is turned over and pains out description. You had a reason to leave, we held tight, punished ourselves for the inevitable, troubled ourselves when peace wasn't immediate, as if you could carry the burden of past pain and hold the happiness that had sunk so low in us. The stroke of the pen as time strikes the chord, the chime and toll of the bell draws the sweep of ink to a manuscript of notes, incongruous tones of an unsung chorus. I cannot cry. Ink becomes tears and dries on the page. Bit more light-hearted. This started as a children's poem, but I think it's a little bit darker than that. I did this the other day. It's a cautionary tale. It's about a little, like all the fine Victorian stories that all had real cautionary tales that put the fear of God into most children. It's called Animal Magic. That dates me a little bit, I know, but there you go, 1970s probably, television. And it's about a little girl who tries to release a tiger from captivity and kind of brings it home with her. It's a cautionary tale in 2 parts, well, several, some of them dismembered. So the first bit is the mum who's going to start talking, and then the second part is the little tiger. So, you came home with a tiger. Admittedly, it was rather young, cute, and somewhat fluffy. But what will it in time become? To keep, get rid, a toughie. Yeah, we could always file his teeth and pedicure his claws, feed this little fluff ball on mints until he roars. I will not take this anymore. I'm not your tiny mascot. I need to live in the open doors, not parading me like Ascot. Put away the silly hat. I'm going to blow a gasket. And while you're at it, tidy up. I've mauled the wicker basket. I've eaten all the cushions and shat upon the rug. I've guzzled up the goldfish bowl. Glug, glug, glug. I might just have to bite your arm. You know I don't mean any harm, but here I'm in the funny farm and no, I won't have any qualms. I will not take this anymore. I told you this the time before. I've tried to claw away the door, a tunnel dug and feeling sore. You wouldn't like me if I roared. You'd hate it more if I was bored. And I don't like to be ignored. And now your bones upon the floor. You'll wish you hadn't brought me home all cute and fluffy magic. The consequence, I have to add, is nothing less than tragic. You should have left me with my mum, 'cause now your flesh is in my tum. And, well, I'm feeling strangely glum, 'cause I'd grown to love you. Thank you.